Hey, brother. There's a phrase from a song that keeps going through my head. It goes like this: I'm a walking contradiction, partly truth and partly fiction. And isn't that true of all of us as we look at ourselves? Isn't it amazing the contradictions that dwell inside of us as men? We are at one point the pinnacle of God's creation and grandeur, and yet at the same time we are often the most degraded. We are given the most opportunity, but sometimes we take advantage of that and vandalize the very beauty that we have. We're those who can harness the forces of nature, but we can't often even harness our own tongue or our own actions. Well, that's what Proverbs is talking about, and it's giving us some very practical choices that we can choose. And so here's what it says in chapter 10, starting in verse 6. Blessings are on the head of the righteous, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. The memory of the righteous is a blessing, but the name of the wicked will rot. It's giving us a very stark choice, which it will do over and over and over again in the book of Proverbs. And that's the choice between choosing the righteous path and choosing the wicked path. So our word of the day is the word legacy. Legacy is what you leave after you're gone. Legacy is what happens to your name when you're no longer on the scene. And here it says that the memory of the righteous is a blessing. That's their memory. When I think about this, I think about my father-in-law, who died in his mid-90s a few years ago, and he was a pastor for about 60 years. He never had a large church. He was not a fantastic preacher. He didn't write any books, but he was a man who chose righteousness day after day after day. He walked in the Spirit, and the legacy that he left was an aroma of the fruit of the Spirit. He taught faithfully. He loved people. He visited. He remembered. He recorded. And now, even though he's been gone for over a decade, the words that he said, the things that we remember about him, the way he logged his mileage and his visits to the hospital, the things that he wrote down for us are even more precious, and they've gotten more precious with time. And that's the story of legacy. You build a legacy day by day by day, and the memory of someone who's lived a righteous life will live to the second, third, and fourth generations. Well, that's our choice. The contrast is, it says here that the name of the wicked will rot. Instead of our name living on, it will rot, it will degrade, it will disappear. And that's our choice. Well, I don't know what's facing you today, but there'll be thousands of choices. So pray right now that God will help you make righteous choice after righteous choice, not only for your own satisfaction and the good of the immediate situation, but also for your legacy, that it will be a beauty and a great savor in the nostrils of those who remember you. God bless you.